Or did you, I guess, find coping with
More
this one?
nerves.
More.
More nerves. Yeah, when you play against a team who are dangerous, right, and even if they got 10 men, they're so good tactically, they're well coached. You can tell that they're a team that's been together for a while, so they know they have that connection. And so when they went down to 10 men, my message was more. We have to do more. I thought we lost a little bit of control in the first half, but then we managed to get it back. And it's always risky, right, when you're playing against a low block, good players, fast on the wings, quick players with quality in midfield to find them. There's going to be moments where you're a little bit loose, or you might give the ball away, lose a little bit of concentration. But I thought in general we managed them moments well. There was a few sticky moments. Obviously they scored a goal that we'll look at. But I thought overall we managed them moments well.
I think across the whole club, if you look at the men's first team, women's first team, now your team as well, there's been a lot of times where they've had to come back. I was just wondering, is that something that's in the players or your mind when the whole club is kind of fighting back against adversity in games?
Yeah, I think that's, I'm thinking back to my days as a player, and that is in the Arsenal DNA. You walk around the training ground, you see never give up, play till the end, quote from us, and when you play for Arsenal, you fight until the end. So that's in our DNA. I think Mikel has done a top job of turning that and using that and building on that and getting like this winning feeling through the whole club. And yeah, I've said so many times before, if the first team keep raising the bar, we have to, otherwise the gap becomes too bigger. And we have to keep pushing, and we did that well tonight.
And just final one from me on Miles, because just in terms of his development under you, I was wondering how you've kind of seen that evolve, because at times, sometimes for the 21s he's playing left back, sometimes he's playing on the right side of midfield. So how's his development going?
I think it's important for him. You look at our first team, and I think the way that football's going, excuse me, with like Zinchenko and players like that, like the fullback has to be able to play inside. I think Miles developing as a left back role and inexperienced, and I don't think he's going to be a left back, by the way, but he'll be a midfielder. But if we can give him a little bit of everything, and listen, you say under my guidance, Miles has been at the club since he was 9. I've been here a year. I think coaches from Hale End, my assistant who's coached him year and year and year, deserve massive credit, because him and Ethan, what they do at 16, I mean the whole team, but let's remember Ethan and Miles are a little bit younger, and how they're able to dominate and manage moments in a game and drive the team is impressive.
Cheers.
Can you just talk us through those scenes at the end, Jack? Congratulations, by the way.
Remember.
When everyone ran the pitch, it's a bit like when Reece Nelson scored that goal against Spurs, wasn't it?
Yeah. I mean, this team keep doing it. I don't know how many times I said that after. How much belief they need, and to be fair to them, I see it in them, and they're trying to do the right things. They're trying to play through the game plan that we worked on. I see them trying to execute it, and they're so good and so easily coachable. That then this creates like a belief within them, and you can see it. They keep pushing at the end, and they scare me because they leave one-on-one on the back line, but they want to push, they want to attack. And me as a coach, whenever I so I'll go to the game on Thursday, right, and watch West Ham Southampton, and whoever it is, I'll think, right, how can we beat them? How can we score a goal? Right? And I see that in this team. Sometimes we have to be a little bit, okay, we have to defend our goal first and we build from there. But I love that spirit of let's go and score a goal.
And would you like West Ham, sentimental reasons?
To be fair, I've got good friends at West Ham in the 18s, in the academy. Played Southampton. I mean, they're both good teams, very different teams, but both difficult to play against. So, I don't know.
And you're going to be back here for the final as well.
Yeah,
great crowd here tonight. What do you think it'll be like for the final?
Well, I watched the Youth Cup final last year, and it was 60,000. So I know that our fans are better than Man United fans. So we'll have 70.
Jack, you've obviously had some dramatic and big nights as a player. How did it feel experiencing it as a coach, and where does it rank?
Honestly, and right now it's obviously fresh, but that feeling, I can't even explain what it feels like, that moment. It's like relief, joy, love, for the players, emotions, everything. Is, for me right now, it feels like one of the top moments of my career. As a coach, obviously as a coach, I'm a young coach, but as a player as well, it feels like, I don't know, it's up there definitely.
And what will it mean to coach Arsenal at an FA Youth Cup final here for you? And you sort of joked about the crowd there, but do you think you could get a serious turnout?
I hope so. I think we can. I don't see why not. About the FA Youth Cup final, how special is it for me? Like, obviously, when we played Millwall in the first round, I thought it would be nice, right, to get to the final. I won it as a player, it would be nice. But then, like, I tried to not think about that, and then we had some tough moments, right? Watford 2-0 down, Newcastle on the ropes, Cambridge 2-1 down. So I tried not to think of that, but now I don't even know. Like, it hasn't sunk in. Like, it's a special feeling, and it will be a very special occasion, one of the best of my life, in my opinion. But yeah, at the moment it's a bit raw still.
It's been a crazy journey along the way. You mentioned some of the highlights there. What do you think's been your biggest lesson as a coach across this journey?
A few definitely. Like, I think about one that springs to mind straight away is like belief in the players, how important that is, how important they feel that. You know, I said to them before that it's so important to have self-belief, but when you have the belief of a staff, of an environment that we believe in you, that's powerful. And I see that. In terms of football, the importance of transition, like managing their moments. Like you saw tonight, and I thought the boys were really good at this. Like, if we're in an area where we look a little bit stuck, a little tactical foul, or managing that, that's part of their development as well, right? Let's be honest. You know, we're trying to create footballers for the Premier League, and it's tough, and they have to be smart, intelligent, like little gamesmanship, I call it, and just managing the game. And I see that more and more in this team.
Last one, Sam.
So you one just on Miles. What's the sort of ceiling for him as like a player watching him? You don't see many like that with that sort of physicality, close ball control.
I think it would be unfair for me to say that because that's on him, in my opinion. We'll give him everything, give him the tools he needs, try and help him develop. But you're right. You see certain moments that are not coachable. You know, certain players can't do, only certain players can. But then there's so much more than that comes with it. You know, like how he lives. He's a top kid, by the way, but he has to manage that going forward when he gets a bit more attention. You know, he comes from a great family, which is massive, and I know that they'll steer his journey and be present throughout that. And that was a bit like me, a bit like my dad and my family, and that's so important. But yeah, I'm excited to see him, and hopefully we'll score another header in the final.
Very last one, Charles, please.
Just sorry, Jack. Just quickly, you know the final you're in against Liverpool, the first leg,
Yeah.
because there was 2 legs in that. It was about sort of 40,000 or so then, wasn't it? It was a huge
Yeah, I
crowd.
think it was
I seem to remember.
maybe like 25.
Was it
Yeah,
25?
it was nice. It was nice.
I was going to say that. Sort of, do you
Yeah,
remember
listen,
what
let's
that was
build
like as
it,
a player?
right?
What would it be like for your lads?
I mean, I watch the women's games. Obviously, I come to the first team, but I watch the winning games, and like that energy and that feeling, like what they create, the fans, what they can create is special, and I want the players to experience that. So yeah, let's get the fans down and get their support. We'll give love back. We'll go and see them and celebrate with them. But yeah, we need their support as well.
That's it, guys. Thank you very much.
Cheers,